I remember some faces from test series, right? You were there in the mains test series. Good. So, the thing is, so when is the interview schedule? When will the schedule come out? Maybe in a couple of days the schedule would come out, right? So by then, the most important thing that we need to do is, okay, today I will just take a generalized session for somewhere around about 1 hour. So wherein we talk about some said and unsaid rules of interview, what you have to do, okay, how you have to perform in interview and stuff. So we'll just discuss some basic aspects. So if you see, when it comes to interview, okay, so don't think of it as an evaluation of you, sir. First and foremost, you should not commit this mistake. Don't think of the interview to be an evaluation of you. It is just a purposeful conversation wherein you should create some impression on the board, sir. The people who are evaluating you, you have to create an impression on them, and that is just a purposeful conversation. Remove the element of evaluation from your mind, sir. Then only, okay, you can perform well in the interview. Just make it a purposeful conversation. Whatever questions they ask, don't think that your knowledge is being evaluated. Okay, this is my sincere request. Many people make this mistake. I've come across many candidates who are very brilliant academically, but interview they are not scoring well, even though they answer most of the questions, but you are not being evaluated for the answers that you are being given, sir. That the answers that you give, okay, whether they are correct or wrong is secondary. The primary thing is you should permit yourself to be evaluated by the board, sir, and that completely stays in your domain itself. And if you can handle the interview in a controlled fashion and come out with by giving a good impression to the interview board, then automatically you will get better scores, sir. Okay, try to understand this. No one is going to keep some 30 questions, ask you 30 questions, out of which 10 questions if you answer, you will get 50 marks. 20 questions if you answer, 100 marks. Okay, 30 questions if you answer 150 marks. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा, sir. There is no fixed marking for each question that you answer, or you leave unanswered also. There is no fixed marking for every question, sir. The only thing is you will be evaluated for how you are approaching the given question. Okay, what kind of personality traits you are revealing to the interview board, those things would be evaluated, not knowledge, sir. Are you understanding this? Your knowledge is absolutely secondary. The more important thing is just think about the personality traits which are required for a civil servant. That is the reason why when we conducted the sessions, we in fact started some 10-15 days ago itself. I told people one simple tactic in order to prepare for interview, sir. So at the cost of repetition, I will tell this once again. What you should do is you should jot down some important personality traits of a candidate who is going to appear for interview or a civil servant, sir. What kind of personality traits a civil servant should have, and you try to internalize those traits in your self, sir, and through that in conversation, okay, you will be able to replicate the same principles and values in the interview board, sir. Just I will give you one example. You should display in the interview board a sense of integrity. Okay, you write down these qualities first. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and don't go beyond 5. It would be better to stop at 5. Write down 5 characteristic traits of civil servants, and day in and day out you keep looking at those characteristic traits, sir. Try to understand this so that they will get internalized in your mind. So one characteristic trait of a civil servant is objectivity. One characteristic trait of a civil servant is emotional intelligence. One characteristic trait of a civil servant is leadership. One characteristic trait is his integrity. You write these things down, and whenever you answer a question, whenever you think of a question, immediately try to answer the question which in fact, okay, tick marks all these check boxes, sir. These are like 5 check boxes for you. Whatever the question is asked, these 5 check boxes you have to tick mark. Try to understand this. So I will tell you the most important characteristic traits are you will be evaluated for your emotional intelligence. Whether you are getting swayed by a particular issue, or are you able to control your own emotions or not, would be checked in interview, sir. This is in fact easily visible for any person who is asking you questions, sir. Then the second characteristic trait is you will be checked for your integrity. Integrity is what? whether you are staying true to your principles or not. Are you changing your stance continuously with changing questions? In one question, you look as if you are showing excessive compassion. In other question, you say that no, compassion is very bad. We have to be very hard on the said issue. Then this shows absolute lack of integrity. It means that whatever you are saying, you are not sticking to it. And in interview, it can be easily found out whether a person is answering with integrity or not, sir. Then the third one is objectivity. Objectivity is what? Whether you are being rational in your approach to a given question, sir. This would be easily judged, sir. Rationality can be easily judged whether you are objective or not, or do you have any prejudices or stereotypes about the said issue. If you are objective, then you will not have any prejudice, sir. If you are objective, you will not have any stereotype. Okay, primarily this is visible through your said and unsaid communication, sir, because communication doesn't only happen through mouth. It happens through multiple body parts of yourself, your facial expressions, your hand movements, your very way of approaching the answer. All of these things will reveal whether you are objective in a said issue or not, or do you carry any prejudices about the said issue. Are you understanding this? Let's suppose they ask a question on Bangladesh. Immediately, if you start by saying that the nation is already a lost case, then immediately it shows a prejudice in you, that you are thinking that Bangladesh as a country is not worth it. Then let's suppose there is a high possibility question on women's safety in your interview, sir, because that is the burning topic now. So definitely they are going to ask questions on women's safety to you, sir, because of the Calcutta issue. They will definitely ask a question on women's safety, because today also the Indian president has given a speech talking about how women should be in, or what did she exactly say? She said that women what, sir? No, it's not about nation being tortured and maimed. The Indian public should be ready to accept women in public spaces, sir. That was the central message of her speech. Women should be accepted in public spaces. Women are entering the public spaces, and because of the unacceptability of women in public spaces itself, the attacks are happening. That is the core essence of her message. So women safety के ऊपर आपको क्वेश्चन आएगा, तो उसके लिए आप प्रिपेयर कर सकते हैं, and you prepare it so well that your answer will stand out when compared to all others. Are you understanding this? Then apart from objectivity, the fourth criteria that you can talk about is you need to display some sense of leadership, sir. Leadership you should display as a candidate who is appearing for civil services interview. You should show some element of leadership. What is leadership? Ability to think beyond others. Ability to do actions beyond others. That is what leadership is. And at the same time, leadership is also the ability to inspire confidence in others. You have to inspire the confidence in the board that you are a suitable candidate. You have to inspire through your thought. You have to inspire through your action. So this way, leadership is one criteria which you can display in your interview, sir. And the fifth and last element is you should be, as a civil servant, a technocrat, sir. Because what the seniors in civil services anticipate from the next generation of civil servants is they should be more tech savvy. Whatever the question might be, bring in one technological element. Bring in one way in which through technology you can solve a problem. If you can display these 5 characteristic traits in your answer, definitely I am telling you, you will score very well in your interview, sir. These are the 5 characteristic traits that you should internalize in yourself. Let's suppose I will just give you one example. A women safety ka issue hi aa gaya, sir. So they will ask a question. Let's suppose you are given the position of the SDM, or whatever the position that you are eligible for. What is ADM? SDM. SDM, right? So you are eligible for SDM. As a SDM, how will you ensure women's safety in your office? You will have an office of your own. You will have multiple number of women employees in your office. So how are you going to ensure women's safety in your office first? Forget about district. They can ask this question because now, in medical college itself, the incident has happened. So in your office, because SDM's office also sometimes requires women office members to stay for extended period of time. Yes or no? And it is also a public space. So how will you ensure safety of women as an SDM in your particular office can be asked as a question. That would be a very good question. So then you have to think critically and then answer the question. And while answering the question, mind you, you have to fulfill all these 5 criteria, sir, as much as possible. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So maybe you can talk about technological solution is some SOS buttons that you can talk about. Some applications that can be created in order to track women employees continuously. There should be a monitoring device that we can do. Then apart from that, if you look at the criteria of, okay, the other criteria is what? Emotional intelligence. And how will you display emotional intelligence in case of women's safety, sir? Please. नो नो नो, इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस कैसे दिखाएंगे आप वुमेन सेफ्टी इशू पे? जस्ट अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम माय साइड, हाउ विल यू डिस्प्ले emotional intelligence in the issue of women's safety? Open ear to, okay, every possible suggestion. Rather than that, okay, consulting, try to understand this, consulting women employees in order to find out about their concerns. That is one easy way where they might have felt, okay, unsafe in the office, that we can do. That is a clear cut message of emotional intelligence. So you talk to them. So where are they feeling unsafe? When are they feeling unsafe? And at what periods of time these kind of things are happening? Are you understanding this? Then, okay, treating all women with dignity in office as the head of the office itself will breed the same attitude in others is one statement that you can make. That will show the quality of leadership, that I will first be the change you want to see in the world. First, I will treat all women with utmost dignity and care, and that will definitely seep into the ladder, and my office will treat women better. That is one way to show leadership. इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस के लिए उनको पूछना चाहिए तो कहाँ पे अनसेफ है, तो उसके हिसाब से स्टेप्स लेने का प्लान भी हम लोग कर सकते हैं. टेक्नोक्रेटिक सॉल्यूशन वी हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट. Then apart from that, what else can you do? What are the other 2 criteria that I talked about? Objectivity is one and other is integrity. Okay, so in fact, if you just dip yourself so much into the issue of women's safety, that itself shows integrity in you, sir. Is it true or not? So because you are trying to address all possible issues which are present there, that shows an element of integrity. Then apart from that, the 5th criteria is what? Having objectivity in your thing, okay, in your mindset. So let's suppose someone says, sir, I will completely segregate the women's working quarters from men's working quarters. Is it objective? It is. हाँ, आप prejudice दिखा रहे हैं. You are saying that men and women cannot work safely at any point of time. You cannot segregate it. You are compromising the principle of inclusivity, and it is not objective true. It is not possible. Can we segregate the entire society into 2 sections of men and women, completely segregate them in order to, or in the name of safety? You cannot do that. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Okay, or otherwise you cannot, okay, display the prejudice by saying that all men are a threat to women. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So this way, okay, there can be a very, very good space in between all these values in order to answer the question, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? This way, you prepare some 10 to 20 answers of your own, sir, which fulfill all criteria. Then automatically what happens is your idea or your knowledge of these issues, they will seep into the other issues too, sir. क्योंकि इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन के लिए हम लोग को ज्यादा करने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है, सर. कम काम करना है लेकिन ठीक काम करना है, सर. We have to do less work but the right work, so that it will help us to build a mold for ourselves, so that whatever the question might be asked, you will fix the answer in this mold itself, sir. Are you understanding this? So this way there would be a few issues, sir. Let's suppose, so is it very often do they ask questions on international relations also in interview, sir? So right now the most important burning topic is Russia-Ukraine issue, sir. They can ask a question, can India mediate peace between Russia and Ukraine? This is one question that is quite possible. Yes or no? Okay, so then they can talk about, see, everything under the sky can be asked as questions, sir. But the answer should be from within us. It should be deeply understood. Okay, it should have some element of connect to it. You should not be distant from the said topic, and you should be able to communicate it clearly, sir. And don't think that you will be evaluated for your language competence. Even though language competence can add some additional marks to you, language competence alone will not be able to help you to clear examination, sir. I know many people who can speak very good English, but scores are not good. The reason is what? It's not just about communication. And if you are facing any hindrance, is it possible for you to speak in Odia in interview? Is it permitted? Yes. So mix of Odia and English you can speak. Yes. So then you can use that. Okay, वो सहारा आप ले सकते हैं कभी भी आपको कुछ बोलने के लिए थोड़ा दिक्कत हो रहे तो immediately speak in Odia language. It is not a problem. In state civil services, speaking in mother tongue is usually appreciated, sir. Are you understanding this? So you take the help of your mother tongue. Don't make language a barrier. Make language a method in which to communicate your answer. That's it. Don't think of it as a barrier. Don't hinder. Just keep your mind very clear and calm, so that whatever is whatever thing you are answering, you try to put it in a very, very good fashion with a good spin, so that the board will get a good impression about you, sir. That is the only thing that you need to keep in mind. Continuously you keep thinking about the same things over and over again and again, because all said and done, what they can ask, sir, one is they can ask about your option. Two is they can ask about your background. Three is they can ask about your state. Four is they can ask about the hobbies that you yourself voluntarily mentioned in your CIF. They can ask about your hobbies. Or five is what? If you mention any prizes or medals, they can ask questions on your prizes or medals. Apart from these five areas, can they go to any other place, sir? Suddenly after you going inside, can they start the discussion on astrophysics? They cannot do that. That is not possible. वो क्वेश्चन पूछने का चांस ही नहीं है. ओके, अगर पूछ लिया तो लेट्स सपोज, ओके, अगर पूछ ही लिया, ओके, जो चीज आपको बिल्कुल पता नहीं है उसके ऊपर अगर क्वेश्चन आ गए, they ask a question, very, very tough question they ask on something that you don't know, then naturally what you have to do is you have to, so in fact duck and say that, sir, I don't know about this topic. And for an unanswered question, you will never be evaluated negatively, sir. Remember this thing very carefully. For an unanswered question, you will never be evaluated negatively, but for a wrongly answered question, you will be evaluated negatively, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Trying to hide some lack of information, trying to misguide the board, these things would be evaluated very, very severely in the interview board, sir. If you don't know, you don't know. Try to be as simple as possible. ऐसा नहीं कि किसी को सब कुछ पता होने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है, सर. Don't get into that ego trip that I will be evaluated, because you are not being evaluated for your knowledge. If you don't know, you have to very, very plainly and humbly tell, sir, that I don't know about this, so can we discuss something else? Are you getting? Sometimes what they do is, if you say very clearly that, sir, I don't know about this particular topic, sometimes they try to give leads to you, sir. Okay, that is a comfort in which you have to be in the board, sir. So you have to speak very, very clearly. You have to tell or put forward your opinions very clearly, and try to be as humble as possible in the interview board. Okay, no need to display your knowledge. Excessive display of knowledge is not appreciated. And the thing is, the people who try to excessively display their knowledge, most of the times what they do is they tend to give very long answers, sir. And just think about the attention span of the interview board too. Already think of the age of the people, sir, who are sitting on the board. Usually they will be above 50 years, most probably. Think about the attention span of people beyond 50 years of age. They have a very short attention span, sir. If you keep extending your answer, after 1.5 minutes, maximum 90 seconds, sir. 90 सेकंड के ऊपर अगर आपका आंसर गया तो सोच लीजिए कि आपका आंसर कोई सुनने वाला नहीं है, सर. They will also switch off. 90 seconds is the maximum limit. 90 seconds is a lot of time, sir. Okay, and while answering to, always try to talk about 1 2 and 3. Okay, this is a better way of answering, sir. Firstly, secondly, third, sir, I want to propose a 3-pronged solution. Sir, I want to discuss this issue in 3 dimensions. Okay, make this 3 number as, okay, your guiding force, sir. Don't go beyond 3 points, or sometimes, sir, there are a couple of things that I want to put forward in this case. Couple of things, number 1, number 2, that's it. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So because all said and done in personality evaluation, knowledge is not important, the clarity of your thought is more important, sir. And in your OAS interview ka sheet itself, in the syllabus for the OAS interview itself, they have mentioned that the variety of interest of the candidate also would be evaluated. His depth and width of knowledge would be evaluated. His command over the current affairs is also evaluated. This way they have specified clearly some criteria, sir. You keep looking at them. You keep looking at the personality traits which are required for a civil servant and design all your answers in a similar fashion, sir. Don't sit and read now. Okay, sitting and reading, the time is gone. You have to read, but maximum limit it to 1 or 2 hours per day. Maximum try to participate in discussions, sir. You form peer groups of your own and try to put forward, raise a question and try to answer, everyone try to answer the same question. Are you understanding this? Okay, this is not the time for competition, it is the time for cooperation, sir. Okay, people cooperate at the wrong time and compete at the wrong time. So this is the time of cooperation, because if 3 to 4 good candidates, okay, who are very serious about the interview, if they sit together and discuss, the marks of every candidate are going to improve, sir. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? And don't be fearful of some person who speaks very well. You have your own core strength. Not everyone is Sehwag in cricket, sir. Sachin has his own core strength. Rahul Dravid's beauty is his defense. That way you find out the beauty in your game and try to project that beauty, sir. No need for brilliant communication. सब क्वेश्चन में आपको ऐसा ओरेटर जैसा आंसर देने का कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आप तो स्वामी विवेकानंद है ही नहीं. Okay, so you will not be able to answer every question in the same fashion. Okay, in some, see, when the ball comes in your comfort zone, then only you have to play it strongly, sir. And everyone has a particular style of their own, and you please stick to your style. Don't get carried away and try to answer the questions in a very, very constructive fashion, sir. Don't be dismissive of any person or the government or any private organization, sir. Dismissive attitude is not good. Always have a constructive approach to the question, sir. See, I'm just talking about the theory of interview. Constructive approach to the question. Whatever the question might be. Right now, so you might have seen, okay, recently our Home Minister Amit Shah, he has said that he has fixed an end date for Naxalism. Have you seen that? Naxalism is one problem of Odisha. So definitely there will be more combing operations here too. Maybe they might be interested, they will ask, is it possible for us to end Naxalism by fixing March 2026 as the end date? मुहूर्त लगाया उसने. Okay, so March 2026 में Naxalism as a problem will end by March of 2026 is the end date that he has fixed. So this is one interesting topic of discussion. They will ask this question: is it possible to end Naxalism by 2026? Then what would be your answer? You cannot say, sir, अमित शाह ऐसे ही बात करते हैं सर, होगा ही नहीं. और आप नहीं बोल सकते, yes sir, we are confident that we are going to end it by March of 2026. Both the approaches are wrong. The yes or no, okay, is not the right answer for this question. There should be some gray area in between. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Okay, because the end date for Naxalism as a problem, fixing the end date, it shows that the central government is taking a security-centered approach to Naxalism. Security-centered approach means what? We will send our forces and we will eliminate all Naxals, and killing all Naxals will be the end of Naxalism, sir. It's not the end of Naxalism. Okay, ending Naxalism and ending Naxalites is a lot different. We have done combing operations. Okay, in fact, according to the government statistics itself, over the past 4 decades, 40 years, nearly 15,000 people have been killed in Naxal-related violence, sir. So many Naxalites have died. So did Naxalism end? Because Naxalism is not elimination of Naxalite. Naxalism is killing the agenda of the Naxalite, sir. Which one, sir? Winning hearts and minds should be there. Development should be there. People should have genuine trust on the government. And all of these are developmental steps. And for developmental steps, you cannot keep a end deadline. Does it mean that post March of 2026, all the development of the tribal areas will be stopped? It doesn't mean that. So it means that the ideology should be killed from its roots. Then only ultimately the problem of Naxalism is going to end. As long as the socio-economic factors behind the emergence of Naxalism sustain in the society, Naxalism cannot be truly eliminated. How good this answer would be? Are you understanding this, sir? So definitely they are going to ask these kind of questions only, sir. More and more of these questions. Right now they are planning for elections in Jammu and Kashmir. That might interest the board. Because after nearly a decade time, they are going for general election once more. So what would be the outcome they might be interested? Or are we taking the right approach by conducting elections? What more needs to be done for Jammu and Kashmir? This also can be asked as a question. Because I've seen some 2 transcripts, sir. So I've found only 2 transcripts online. They are asking very, very varied and diverse questions, sir. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक ही चीज पे ओडिशा का इंटरव्यू सिर्फ ओडिशा के बारे में हम लोग पूछेंगे, वैसा नहीं कर रहे, सर. They are asking very varied and diverse questions they are asking. Of that, they can be interested in Jammu and Kashmir election. These are some of the important burning issues. You sit and discuss about this issue and try to create a very good and organized opinion about them, sir. It is as simple as that. Is it making sense what I'm trying to say? So then apart from that, what else do you think? And one more important thing that I wanted to guide you people today is with respect to what should be filled in hobbies, sir. Because many people are confused with respect to, sir. So we have some hobbies, but can they be mentioned? So let's suppose your hobby is just watching reels all day. Can I put it? Can I put it as a hobby, sir? So I actually don't just cover one platform, 2 to 3 platforms I cover. So it is really a skillful and hectic activity, sir. I'm very good at, over the years I have become a master of this hobby. So can I, sir, please put that watching reels is my hobby? See, a hobby should, apart from giving pleasure to you, it should also, empower you, sir. It should empower you. It should give some genuine sense of relaxation. Today, digital reel watching is considered as digital addiction, but not digital hobbies. There is a difference between addiction and hobby. Addiction is what, some activity that you do, it will have an adverse consequence on you, then it is called as addiction, sir. Hobby is what? Something that you do which actually adds to your personality, which actually gives you some inner pleasure, then only it can be considered as a hobby, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Watching reels is not good, but making reels is good. Your hobby should be addiction to some other person. So these kind of things can be put forward, sir. It's not a problem. You can make some, because digital content creation, I think your hobby is digital content creation. So I think you can put that as a hobby, sir. But while putting hobby, don't write very generalized things. Watching movies, reading books. This is one abused hobby, sir. Primarily because watching movies, which kind of movies you are specifically watching? If you have a category of movies that you enjoy and you learn a lot from, then that can be a hobby, sir. Not generally watching any movie. Watching movies like, maybe, so some movies, some people might be interested in crime thriller movies, sir. That also you can present it very well in the interview board, sir. What you can do is they will ask, what did you learn from a crime thriller movie? What can you learn from a crime thriller movie, sir? You might have everyone watched. So we can actually analyze the mindset of the criminal. The people who, a well-made crime thriller actually educates you a lot, sir. Yes, it definitely educates you a lot. It talks about many things. Okay, one is what is the mindset of a criminal, a person who is about to commit a crime is clearly visible in a crime thriller movie. Then the second thing is you will learn a lot about the investigative techniques and capabilities of the police department also through crime thriller movies. Then in crime thriller movies, you will be able to appreciate, okay, the factor of chance. Many people don't think about it, but chance is a very key player in crime thriller movies, sir. Okay, similarly in life also chance is a major factor. Many people don't appreciate it. Okay, you can tell this, see how well this sounds. That would actually get you very good marks, sir. Okay, so then उसके साथ साथ में आप और कुछ लिख सकते हैं, और कुछ हॉबीज के लिए ज्यादा प्रिपरेशन का कोई जरूरत भी नहीं है सर. कुछ लोग ऐसे भी सोचते, सर मेरे हॉबी था सर, मैं आजकल नहीं प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूं, तो उसको मैं रखूं कि नहीं. देन दूसरी चीज है, सर मेरे अभी रिसेंटली सर रिजल्ट आने के बाद हॉबी को अडॉप्ट किया, शैल आई पुट इट और नॉट. Okay, these are some very peculiar questions that I usually face, but what you can do is whatever hobby you put a hobby to which you can prepare very well, sir. Okay, even though you genuinely do something, but if you can't prepare for it, you can't answer all possible questions of it, then please don't go there. Why do you are so hell-bent on something which you don't know completely about? Are you understanding this, sir? So this way you need to think a little bit, sir. Okay, let's suppose some people have hobby of swimming, but swimming is one hobby which is a big headache, sir. Do you know about it? Because there are so many styles of swimming and so many competitions in Olympics about swimming, so many swimmers in the world, so many swimming competitions are there. Preparing for them, it is going to be a very tough job, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So that is the reason why, rather than putting like these hobbies while writing a thing like reading books, sir. Okay, let's suppose someone has reading books as a hobby. You specify the kind of books that you read. You specify the kind of books that you read. You tell, okay, so these are the books, sir, that I usually read. Okay, so specify which kind of books do you like. Okay, maybe you like, okay, autobiographies of inspiring individuals. Mention it. Read 2 to 3 good autobiographies. Go to the interview, you can blast, sir. Are you understanding this? Okay, but all of this are provided you have more time. If you have your interview on the very first day, then okay, it would be a little difficult, but I think you will be able to do it, sir. Okay, even one good autobiography. Sometimes what they do is deliberately, because some people are becoming too smart. Okay, they prepare for some books, sir. That is the reason why in some interviews I have observed, they will ask which autobiography you have read. First, you will tell one answer. Second, they will ask, tell me the second autobiography. You will tell the second. Then they will ask the third, and you will tell the third autobiography. They will start asking the questions on the third autobiography, because they know that you have prepared well for the first two. तो देन आप थोड़ा दिक्कत में पड़ जाएंगे. ओके, ऐसा नहीं कि आप लोग पूरा खराब नहीं होगा, लेकिन हो सकता है सर, ऐसे भी यूपीएससी में कभी कभी हुआ है. ओके, इंटरव्यू में, एंड द सेम थिंग कैन हैपन हियर टू, सर. So this way what you people should do is you should definitely have some depth of understanding about the hobby. Okay, and one more thing is, don't write a hobby which is only unique to you, sir. It should be some commonly understood hobby. Are you understanding this? So मेरा ऐसा हॉबी है सर, दुनिया में किसी को नहीं है, मेरा खुद का हॉबी है वो. ओके, ऐसा हॉबी भी इट्स नॉट वेरी सो इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट ऑफ कॉन्वर्सेशन. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Some people tend to say that, sir, walking is my hobby. Why merely walk? Okay, then while walking you can see the surroundings of yours. Okay, you can observe the weather. Okay, you can observe, okay, the nature around you. Nature walking is a very good hobby, sir. Not merely walking. You tend to choose the areas which are, okay, little less crowded. You tend to choose the areas, okay, which give you some mental peace. There will be the time for you to reflect, to observe nature around you. कितना अच्छा हॉबी है. Okay, mere walking is a bad hobby. क्या होगा? Okay, so this is not a hobby, it is an obligation for me because I don't have any vehicle, sir. Okay, so मेरे पास कुछ है नहीं, तो हम लोग वॉक करना पड़ता है, तो हॉबी बना दिया सर मैंने.
तो उससे कोई फायदा नहीं है सर. ओके, नेचर वॉकिंग इज ए गुड हॉबी. तो ऐसे आप लोग सोच के हॉबी को थोड़ा ट्विस्ट करके लिख लीजिए सर, so that it would become interesting and it would be a very good point of conversation too. Is it clear? Yes. So then apart from that, what else was I supposed to talk about? Hobbies, I think you have understood. What is the three words that are mentioned there, sir? Hobby, interest, extracurricular activity, interest, sports, hobbies, and see, preferably if you ask me, it would be better for you to prepare well for two hobbies, sir. Okay, two hobbies. And see, sometimes if you have only one hobby, then there is no problem. But preferably at least write two hobbies, sir. Why? Because they can find some good, okay, conversation points. You narrow down on some hobbies and try to, okay, mention at least two hobbies. Okay, it would be better for you. All right. Okay. So that is one thing. So two hobbies आप लिखने के लिए try कर लीजिए, और उसके साथ साथ में उसमें extra curricular activities or sports is also mentioned. Yes, you can include some sport also. Badminton is there. Many people will tend to play badminton. So, or otherwise any other sport. Cricket is one more. Okay, so that is an abused sport in India. Everyone can play cricket. Okay, but how to answer a question based on cricket also is more important, sir. Why do you have a liking for cricket? Okay, so everyone tends to say that, sir, everyone plays, so I also play. It's not any peculiar interest. Okay, but what is the exact thing that has dragged you to cricket? You should analyze yourself and then answer. Sir, cricket is one brilliant game, sir, wherein, okay, you don't need any fixed rule is not there in cricket, sir. The only thing that you require is a bat and ball. A wall can become a wicket. Okay, a road can become the ground. Yes or no? You can play cricket anywhere, and it requires only two players, that too. There is so much flexibility for all other sports. You require more number of people, more rules, regulations, more courts and stuff. But यहाँ पे आपको क्या चाहिए? That too, bat is also not required. If a proper stick is there, that is also sufficient. Okay, the ease of playing is something which has attracted me to cricket. See, कितना अच्छा लगेगा सर. Okay, किसी से भी बात करने के टाइम पे हॉबीज के बारे में आप थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट दिखा दीजिए, क्योंकि वो आपका हॉबी है, उसका हॉबी नहीं है. ओके तो आप थोड़ा इंटरेस्ट दिखा के उससे ओके बात कर लीजिए उस पे, उस चीज पे, तो ऑटोमेटिकली व्हाट विल हैपन, दे विल अंडरस्टैंड, यस, दिस पर्सन हैज टेकन जेन्युइन इंटरेस्ट इन हिज हॉबी and he has a depth in it. It is a good thing. Are you understanding this? So this way, think about your hobbies, sir. I'm just giving some examples. Need not be, you need not put the same hobbies as your hobbies, sir. You can put any of your liking, and you can generate questions. Generate as many questions as possible on your hobbies. You generate questions, and if need be, okay, you can show some questions to me too. I can also add some dimensions to it, sir. Because sometimes what happens is, when we prepare for a particular question, we will see it from one perspective. But 2 to 3 people see the same question, then you will get more dimensions. And if you exhaust all questions, then automatically the preparation on your hobby is done. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So this way, what you need to do is you have to, okay, prepare thoroughly for interview, that too for the section on hobbies, extracurricular activities and sports, sir. No need. See, if you don't have, there is no need. Absolutely no need. That's the reason why 3 things have been merged into one. Okay, in UPSC there will be 4 separate boxes, but यहाँ पे वो लोग क्या किया, 2 चीजों को combine करके sports, extracurricular activities and hobbies is put as one criteria. You can fill 2 hobbies or whatever it is, extracurricular activity that you have, you can actually mention it, sir. It's not a problem. I don't know whether you have to tick it, how to fill it, I don't know. Okay, you have to write, right? Yes. No need. So I don't think so. So you have to write it and submit or online. Okay, so when you go inside, you have to submit and then go for interview immediately. Okay. So then, okay, you make it a point to, okay, write them clearly and legibly, sir. clearly and legibly make it a point to write. Okay, so then apart from that, what is the next one? There is one, huh? Special achievements, and awards. Kuch वैसा है? No, just any special achievements. If they are there, then you have to write them, sir. Okay, so this is one section which is also a little difficult to address. See, if you don't have any special achievement is not like hobby. Just a second, is not like hobby, sir. It doesn't. Everyone need not have any special achievement, sir. Okay, so it is not very essential to fill in this section. Yes, sir. Your question. Okay. What did you do exact? Swarm. Okay, workshop you have done on swarm robotics. So did you build any robot? Then you can mention. That is a good thing. Special achievement on what topic? Okay, Spark internship at IIT Roorkee. So Spark is what, for like any innovative thought that you have, they give the internship. Oh, good. Very good. It is a very good thing. You mentioned that. Okay, Hirakud. So you mentioned flood management also. Topic you mentioned, sir. Briefly, you rephrase it. Okay, Spark internship, IIT Roorkee on flood management. That is a good thing. Your interview will pick up, sir, from flood management, because just Spark internship, IIT Roorkee, they don't know like what you have done the internship on. Okay, topic also. Okay, rather because you have done only on Hirakud, so it would be better to mention it, or you think about it, sir, how to phrase it, which way more questions are possible for you. You think about it and then do it, sir. Is it clear? So achievements में आप लोग लिख सकते हैं, sir. लेकिन but so I was elected as school people leader in my 10th standard. They are not like very great achievements. Special achievements are something which are recognizable, sir. Recognizable special achievements on some specific areas. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? And one more major question that I have been asked very repeatedly is, sir, how do I explain my career gap? Sir, I have prepared so many years for the examination. So this has exhausted most of my youth. Okay, now they are after going there, they'll ask me a question. What have you done during your young age? Okay, so after you finishing graduation, what have you done? Sir, whatever I have done made me sit in front of you is the real answer. Okay, so real answer is this. Whatever I have done. Okay, so I have done so many things, but finally I have ended up here. That is the real answer. But be confident, sir. The thing is, whether you have a career gap, okay, or you have taken a career gap for civil services preparation, it is not a crime. It's not a crime. Most candidates have career gaps, sir, except for some rare students who sometimes have career gap, but they have some method to cover it up. Okay, but most students have a career gap. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to, okay, put it in a proper fashion. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So you have to mention it. Yes, sir. Yes, I have a career gap, sir. Okay, because I've been preparing, okay, these years for the examination. Okay, maybe in the initial years, if there is a long career gap, you can say in the initial years, I was not able to handle the examination as required, and it took some time for me to master the art of cracking this examination. And after that, I kept persistent in my effort, and finally I am able to clear or crack the mains examination and come to interview. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So this way you have to be confident and put forward your answer, sir. Okay, don't dismiss this question, and at the same time don't think that the question is an attack on you. Many people feel, okay, sir, career gap is like a big hole in my DAF, sir. So how will I justify it? Justification is what? Justification is what? Your preparation is justification. And you should be confident about your preparation. That is how you have to explain the career gap, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? And if you are in some job already, expect a lot many questions on your job, sir. If you are in some job or some work that you are doing already, definitely your interview, it will revolve around your job experience, sir. Primarily because how you are doing the current job is something which reflects your personality very well than all other evaluation criteria, sir. How are you understanding your job? What is the nature and scope of your job? What will you do when you face a specific challenge in your job? Very good questions. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So prepare well for your job role के लिए ठीक से prepare कर लीजिए. अगर career gap है तो उसको explain करने के लिए भी ठीक से mindset रख लीजिए सर. उसके ऊपर one more time bomb question is what? Why civil services? ये सब किया क्यों आपने? Okay, why did you do all these things? Took a career gap, prepare for this examination. Okay, so then many students, what happens is they will become weak in this question, sir. You don't know, okay, weakness is displayed in multiple formats by the candidate, sir. Okay, you think that you are afraid inside, it is not visible outside. But the person who is sitting across the board, he will clearly see it in you, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Many people get weak in this question. Don't get weak. Whatever is there, you put it out very clearly and rationally and try to put it, okay, so you try to choose something, sir, because any person, okay, in order to take up any action, you might be have studied about this attitude formation, right? How many components are there for attitude formation, sir? So cognitive, behavioral and affective component. So these are the three components which influence any person in order to do anything. You use those criteria in your answer to tell that, so don't use the same words, okay, then they will understand the trick behind it. Okay, so don't use the same words to tell them, sir, rationally speaking, civil services provides a very brilliant career opportunity, which is challenging in its nature, secure in its scope, and it also gets a lot of social status to it. So three important, that is cognitive component is done. Three important things rationally, if you think, one is what? Challenging career option, security in service, and the third is what? Social respect that comes with it is an additional icing on the cake. Three things are done. Then the second one is what? There should be some emotional component. Just rationally, no person will, okay, appreciate your answer. Then there is an emotional component for my civil services preparation. Why? The second one is what? Sir, I have observed some important issues in society, which I thought that I could, by becoming a civil servant, make some difference in it, sir. Done. Emotional component is done. Let's suppose you come from a very backward district, let's suppose. Okay, so sir, being part of the said district that I come from, so I've seen utmost poverty in my district, sir. I saw human suffering, okay, which has moved me very thoroughly, and I felt that by becoming a civil servant, I could bring about some real difference in their life. Done. Are you getting? Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Then after the emotional component, the last one is what? What is the last component in attitude formation? Effective component. So effective component means what? Please brush up my memory. I'm not able to recall. Action. Through action. Through action, what happened? Sir, first I was just looking at the syllabus of the examination, and the syllabus itself attracted me. Yes or no? So because you tend to learn polity, economy, geography, okay, then history, so many interesting subjects we will get a chance to learn by preparing for this examination. That has in fact pulled me further into this examination process. Done. That's it, sir. Don't complicate your answers. Make them more simple. Make them on the basis of some criteria. For every answer, you try to build a criteria, sir. Because criteria-based answers always sound better than any normal answer, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So I think you have understood the approach to answer why civil services. Is it clear? So then उसके साथ में और क्या frequently asked question है, sir? Okay, so in the meanwhile, so till the time your interview start, maybe till 6th or 7th, we'll conduct as many sessions as possible, sir. So we'll do some discussions. Okay, I need to know how you people speak actually. because all said and done, this is okay. I speak, you listen. I don't know how you will perform. Okay, then it becomes a loop. Okay, it would be better for me to ask you some questions and ask you to answer. Okay, based on that, I can provide some very critical inputs for better performance in interviews, sir. That is what we will try to do. Is it clear? So, any other question from your side? I think some topper is supposed to come. He'll come and he will have an interaction session with you. So, any questions before me leaving, taking a leave? That is possible. So, but only if your post preference is very peculiar. If it is like all others, then it is not a problem. If you put, is there police service which is included in this? No police service. Not this year. So police service is not there. So which are services are there? Tax is there. Taxation is there. Administration is there. Revenue is there. Fire is there. Finance is there. No finance. Cooperatives is there. Labor is there. So naturally, what is the order in which people keep the preferences, sir? So I think most probably revenue or administration is the top preference. Anywhere it is the same thing, sir. So if you have very peculiar, let's suppose you want to put finance on the top, then you need to have a good explanation. But your background also sometimes matters here, because you come from a commerce background, and rather than preferring finance, you prefer administration. Then they can ask a question. अरे आपका बैकग्राउंड तो finance है, तो आप finance department नहीं choose किया, revenue में choose किया, क्यों? वो question पूछ सकते हैं. Yes, that is quite possible question. Strength? Which strength will you want to assess? Your strength. Okay, no. So I made some videos with respect to what are the 3 core strengths of Odisha, 3 core weaknesses of Odisha, but personal strengths and weaknesses, right? See, your weakness should be a hidden strength, sir. Remember, don't tell an absolute weakness, no need to reveal it, sir. That is actually the weakness of very intelligent people, sir. I'm not joking. So, see, one is your strength is critical thinking, let's suppose. Your weakness will become procrastination, sir. Procrastination is what? You think too much and you tend to act less. Then second one is your strength is hard working nature. Your weakness is what? I will be over attached to the things that I am doing. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Okay, your strengths and weaknesses are complementary to each other, sir. They are like yin and yang. जो भी strength होता है उसका negative consequence भी होता है. तो negative consequence बोलने से आपका strength दिखना चाहिए, sir. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Sir, first and foremost, I tend to get over attached to the things that I am doing. I get myself too much deep into the subject matter that I am handling. That is a very good hidden strength. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? Then the second one is what you can say. Okay, as he has pointed out, procrastination is a little strong word. Okay, so or otherwise you can use it also. It's not a big problem. Procrastination, sir, I tend to think too much. Okay, sometimes, and action might be sometimes delayed. That would be a better way to put it forward, sir. See, that's not the case, because action without thinking is more dangerous than overthinking and not acting, sir. And most of the bureaucrats do what on ground? Exactly, they procrastinate, sir. That is a hidden strength for you, because action is very minimal. I'm telling the truth of the service, sir. Everyone knows about it. The truth of service is what? You need to think more before even taking a small step. That shows caution in you, sir. That is a hidden strength, actually. Okay. That definitely shows caution in you. So that is the second one. Then weakness में और एक weakness क्या बोल सकते हैं आप? Okay, weakness में there is also good weakness, sir. Sir, I tend to actually take people very positively, sir, and maybe sometimes I trust more than I verify. Good. ओके वेरी गुड स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेस ऑफ योर वीकनेस ऐसा है कि आपका ओके फुल मार्क्स मिल जाए तो ऐसा वीकनेस होना चाहिए सर व्हिच वन दैट इज नॉट अ वीकनेस दैट इज no see that's not the case why I will tell you whenever weakness is asked it should be in weakness which is suitable for administration sir because the interview all said and done is what for the sake of administrative purpose तो हमारा हर आंसर में एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एस्पेक्ट दिखना चाहिए आर गेटिंग प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव क्वालिटी गेटिंग ओवर अटैच्ड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव क्वालिटी ट्रस्टिंग विदाउट वेरीफाइंग एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव क्वालिटी ईटिंग जंक फूड नॉर्मल बैड हैबिट ओके तो उनको यहां पे लेके मत आओ तो स्ट्रेंथ में भी आप बहुत सही बोल सकते हैं सर स्ट्रेंथ में भी 3 स्ट्रेंथ्स ओके यू कैन से सर आई एम वेरी परसिवरेंट इन माय एक्शन आई एम वेरी persistent I don't tend to okay take no for not that way I don't tend to accept defeat easily I am very persistent in my work good strength then second strength is what okay as much as possible so I try to keep things as simple as possible sir I don't want to overcomplicate my life and keeping things simple gives me a lot of happiness good strength are you understanding this sir then third is you can say sir as far as possible I try to be okay honest and integral in all my activities whatever I try to do I try to maintain a sense of honesty integrity in all my relations in all my works I try to maintain this aspect in my life very good strengths okay all are suitable for administration see I'm just giving leads okay you can redesign them mold them according to your own interest change them and you think some other thing is a strength okay then you can mention it too it's not a problem sir आपको समझ में आ रहा है हम लोग क्या बात कर रहे हैं किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कैसे बात करना चाहिए तो ये सब आप सोच समझ के तो उनके हिसाब से आप प्रिपरेशन करना शुरू कर लीजिए ओके एंड ट्राई डे 1 टुडे इज डे 1 ओके ट्राई टू थिंक मोर एंड एक्ट लेस सर फ्रॉम टुडे ऑन थिंक मोर okay no need for action now okay there is no need for to do anything take white sheets okay pick up write one topic on top and try to brainstorm on it sir brainstorm is keep thinking how many different ways this particular question can be answered one way is this second way is this third way is this and some candidates who have some problem with respect to communication they can do mirror practice also sir mirror practice is a good exercise you brainstorm for 1 hour and whatever results of your brainstorming are there you stand before a mirror and you try to present them sir is it clear and try to speak bilingual there is no problem okay if you are very good at English go ahead but speak if you can speak bilingual please take the help of bilinguality primarily because why I don't want language to be an hindrance in your marks sir language should never be an hindrance to your personality language just should be a carrier of your thought that's the reason why no need to stick to English and at the same time no need to be excessively defensive okay वहां पे इंटरव्यू पे क्या होता है actual scenario I'm telling you more and more questions are coming to you which you are not comfortable about then what happens is the candidates tend to get into a shell they tend to become defensive okay then the board cannot evaluate you sir if you are excessively defensive they cannot evaluate you be as open as possible okay don't get hurt by some imagined statements okay unka imagined expressions ke hisab se aap don't get hurt sir because sometimes what they do is in UPSC I've seen this multiple number of times they deliberately tend to show disinterest in your answer sir okay whether they show interest disinterest you get 20 minutes time okay you have to display your personality your job is clear their job is their responsibility whatever you have to do and whichever things are under your control you have to handle them sir are you getting this okay then prepare for your district sir home districts also very good questions can be asked home districts के बारे में prepare कर लीजिए okay और थोड़ा communication clear रखने के लिए try कर लीजिए sir एंड ऑप्शनल के बारे में भी मैं ऐसा नहीं बोलूंगा कि पूरा ऑप्शनल अभी रिवाइज करो, वो होगा ही नहीं, वो होगा ही नहीं. But whichever optional you are from, okay, try to, okay, think or try to learn about 3 important personalities, 3 important books about the optional, 3 important things that attracted to you to the said optional, 3 important learnings from your optional. Okay, let's suppose you are from anthropology, 3 important anthropologists, 3 important books on anthropology, 3 important ideas in anthropology which attracted you, 3 important things which make you a good administrator by studying anthropology. Done. What are your optionals, by the way? Anyone from anthropology? So socio, anthro. You are from anthro, so PSIR. Okay. Huh? Forestry. Okay. So home science. Anyone? Geography. Socio. Public administration. Socio. Yours, ma'am? Both of you are PSIR. Okay. So PSIR का भी बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं वहां पे. Okay, तो definitely there is a good possibility of questions there. So you होता है सर, आप आपसे बहुत चीजों के बारे में आपसे बात करने का चांस है. Okay, so don't think that it is any kind of hindrance for you. It is an asset. Okay, this way you keep preparing, sir. Okay, so that's the case. Okay, we'll meet again. Okay, keep preparing. All the best for you. Okay, so whatever inputs I have given today, so try to work on them. Okay, keep working. Don't relent. Okay, till the day you go to interview, you should keep fighting, sir. And as much attached you get to the interview preparation process, so well you will perform in interview, sir. ज़्यादा पूरा okay उसके अंदर चले जाइए, sir. You try to get okay completely immersed in the process of preparation. Then the very quality of your answers will change, sir. Is it fine? So understood, right? So on this note, okay, so we'll meet again. So some I think some topper would come. So I'll just intimate you people about what is going to come next.